Teen girl mauled by starving dog. 15-year-old mauled to death by starving dogs while attempting to help them find homes. A heartbreaking tragedy unfolded in Alexander, Arkansas, when 15-year-old Makayla Fortner lost her life after being attacked by a pack of malnourished dogs she was trying to care for. And her mother had recently taken on the responsibility of feeding and looking after 30 to 40 neglected dogs left to starve at a nearby property on White Oak Drive. Now let's get into the story in detail on this AI podcast.
Okay, welcome to the deep dive.
Hello.
Today we're looking at quite a tough story. It's based on an article, Compassion's Price, Teen Mauled by Starving Dogs.
Yeah, it's a really difficult one. Happened in Alexander, Arkansas.
Exactly. It involves a young girl, a lot of neglected animals, and it really brings up some serious systemic issues mentioned in the piece.
Right.
So our mission here is to unpack what the article tells us happened, get the context it provides, and figure out the key takeaways.
Especially around the community's experience and those system problems the article highlights.
Let's start with Makayla Fortner. The article says she was just 15 years old, living in Alexander, Arkansas.
And what she was doing, according to the source, stemmed from compassion. She was trying to feed and care for this large group of dogs nearby. Neglected dogs.
Yeah, the article describes a really grim scene. We're talking 30 to 40 dogs, malnourished, living in what it calls deplorable condition.
And it wasn't just a one-off thing. Apparently, Makayla and her mom had been helping for weeks. She was even looking for permanent homes for them.
But here's something that really stands out in the article. Neighbors knew these dogs could be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
They're described as roaming unsupervised, acting aggressively, barking, lunging at fences. People saw the danger.
Right. And yet, Makayla, the article suggests she knew it was risky. There's a quote, she wanted to help them even though she knew it was risky.
Wow. Another line, she really believed she could save them. Driven by that compassion despite the warnings, it seems.
And this connects to the bigger picture the article presents. It wasn't like this danger appeared overnight.
Yeah.
Neighbors had reportedly told county officials about the dogs repeatedly, voiced their concerns.
So what happened? Well, the article details the response, or lack thereof, from Saline County authorities.
Yeah.
They apparently told neighbors, look, there's not much we can do. They reportedly mentioned having no county animal control services.
Deputies came out, the article says, but reportedly felt, well, powerless to really step in.
Which leads to that really heartbreaking quote from a neighbor, Ralph Murphy.
Mm-hmm. He said, we called many times, and now it's too late.
It just underlines that sense of failure before the worst happened. A failure described in the article.
So the immediate aftermath. The article reports 14 dogs were seized, euthanized by Benton City officials.
But it also says 4 dogs were left behind on the property, which seems troubling.
Definitely. And the Saline County Sheriff's Office, they did launch an investigation afterward.
The article also touches on the community's reaction, of course. Deep mourning for Makayla.
Yeah, remembering her as kind, vibrant. She dreamed of being a vet, apparently. Had a smile that could light up a room, someone said.
And the community rallied, you know? An online fundraiser mentioned in the article raised over $17,000 pretty quickly for her family.
It's just awful. And the article frames this as more than just one tragic event.
Right. It says the tragedy has reignited urgent calls for better animal control laws and response systems, especially in these rural counties.
And that quote from Ralph Murphy, again, it kind of sums up the core issue raised. This never should have happened.
Yeah. His conclusion reported in the article is stark. Our system failed her, and now we've lost a child because of it.
So thinking about this, what does it all mean for you, the listener?
Well, the article lays out this heartbreaking story, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have this incredible individual compassion from a young girl.
Running right up against what the reporting suggests were real systemic limits, an apparent inability of the local systems to deal with a known danger.
It really makes you think.
It does, and it leaves us with a tough question, drawing from the situation described in the article. How do communities find the right balance?
Balance between what?
Between encouraging those individual acts of kindness, like Makayla's, and ensuring there are actually effective public safety systems in place.
Especially when, as the article suggests here, specific services like county animal control might be missing or just not enough.
Exactly. It raises fundamental questions about community responsibility versus governmental capacity, a really difficult situation highlighted by this reporting.
Could this tragedy spark new awareness or initiatives related to animal welfare in Arkansas or beyond? Don't forget to comment it. Thanks.